Welcome to Discussing Dad Life, where we break down bullshit so you...
Welcome to Wellspring Wednesdays. So with the financial turmoil the U.S. is in, I wanted to kind of just let's briefly talk what we should be looking at, right? So every person should have an emergency fund, right? Something to fall back on, and typically that is going to be roughly a third of your annual expenditure, right? And it's good to have these on hand to deal with unexpected things that pop up. Car breaks down, unexpected medical bill, something like that, right? I understand that it's extremely hard for people to do this, which is why budgeting is very, very important. So sitting this down and opening a computer and pulling up Excel and just doing a quick budget. What is your monthly income? What is your monthly expenditures? And then dialing those in. And then start taking that and putting it in savings. Into hard to reach savings, right? Because a lot of people put stuff in savings and then it's very easy. They tie it to their checking account. So their checking account goes zero, pulls right out of the savings right into their checking account. So it's just like having extra money that really should be locked tight, that you have to do a little bit of effort in order to pull it out. So step one, build your budget and start setting money aside for an emergency fund. Now, if you go back and you watch our building a budget episode, it's a 2-part episode. It's just a real quick basic breakdown on how to set up a budget. And then we also kind of explore the steps you could take in order to reduce your expenditures by month, right? Such as getting a roommate, right? In today's day and age, said it on Monday's episode that this is the first time in the American history where the large portion of the generation trying to move out cannot afford to move out. And so the only way they're able to do that is by roommates and by forgoing transportation, personal transportation, relying on public transportation, buying a bike, stuff like that, just getting expenses down that way, because the job markets, wage increases have been fairly stagnant. The only time that they actually increased was actually under the Trump administration. All the things the socialists want actually were starting to happen naturally under Donald Trump, because he was freeing up the capitalist market to do what the capitalist market does best, by removing government red tape. The government red tape is what's been holding a lot of this back. Housing. The reason housing is so dang expensive is because of government regulation preventing building new housing, right? So there's a lot of stuff that the government does that is interfering with the economic situation, where if they were to just back off and let the market handle it, it would actually handle it well. You would start seeing wage increase. You'd start seeing vacation increases again. It was just absolutely nuts that if you look at what the socialists in America really want for the worker, they were actually starting to achieve all that with capitalism being kind of untied from the government overregulation. So yeah, first step, build a budget. Second step, start building an emergency fund. And then in order to build your emergency fund, you obviously need to trim your money going out, right? So that's where you're going to find your savings is getting rid of, like, if need be, get rid of your streaming services. These are small, regular payments. You can get rid of them, and you can take that money and set it to the side to save, right? So if you need to take... the next step would be reining in your major expenses, right? So if you're in a family that has 2 cars, is it beneficial, if you're making payments on both cars, is it beneficial to trade one off and get something that you don't have a payment on? that's always beneficial. It helps financially, right? If you have $200-$300 car payments a month, that's $600 going out. You can cut that in half. That's $300 that you could put into your emergency fund, right? Rent, another big one. If you can't afford rent, or bringing in a roommate. If you have a house and you live alone and you're wanting to make extra income, you could always rent out part of your house. Say, hey, X amount, you can live here. Be roommates. So that's almost a form of passive income as well. So just food for thought ideas. Look for side hustles, right? So if you're on a set income and you can't make any more money, and you've already dwindled your expenses as best you can't do any more, but you're still falling short, you're still unable to build an emergency fund or whatever, look at possibly picking up a side gig, right? I know it gets harder when you have children, especially if you're a single parent. It gets a lot harder, right? But picking up a side hustle, if you local bar that you go visit, if they're looking for a bartender, why not go spend 1, 2, 3 nights a week? Say you earn $100 a night for doing that. You do 2 nights, that's $800 a month. Yeah, passive income. I just talked about that a little bit. It does take a little bit of groundwork to set up passive income, but let's say you own a house, and you can get passive income by renting out a bedroom. There's passive income, or if you want to, passive income such as storage units, right? Not a lot of maintenance, not a lot of work that you have to do on storage units. And then, the last one I had was actually going back to the savings, which is transfer your extra income into a hard to reach savings account. So that way you do that. You're not pulling it and spending it on a monthly basis. You're actually setting it aside for the emergencies that pop up. Or saving up, say, I want to buy a car. I need to buy a car. The one I have is a junker, and I don't pay anything on it, but I'm making a payment to myself for that car. So that way I can save up $20,000 and go and buy a car. Right. So multiple methods that we should be thinking about, but the big thing that I think we need to leave everyone on is budgeting is very important. And if you need help with building a budget, ask those that are close to you, that are close around you, if they have experience. Or you can go check out, YouTube. YouTube is a wonderful tool in the modern age, where if you don't understand something, you can just YouTube it and get a feel for how to do things. We on our channel a few videos ago, we actually did the parts 1 and parts 2 for building a budget. If you need help getting started out, go check that one out. But yeah, like always, give us a share, like, and a subscribe. Share us with your friends. Love all this stuff. Let me know what you guys think on the economic situation in the United States. What are you guys having to do differently now in January of 2024, or February of 2024? Crap, it's already February. Versus what you did 5 years ago. 2019, what were you guys looking like? 2018, what were you guys looking like? What is the differences that you've done? There's differences in my life. I can tell you that right now. Granted, I'm also trying to get healthier, so eating out has stopped. I don't eat out as much. Eating out surprisingly is a large contributing factor to how much money you actually spend out a month. So making meals at home is healthier for you. I think I've been trying to lose weight. I'm down 12 pounds in the last month, so I'm on the right track. And not only is it helping me in my health, it's also helping me financially as well. So take it for what it's worth. Till then, peace. Thank you for watching. Please give us a like, share, and subscribe. Till then, peace.